What's up, guys? I am coming at you live from the Revolvers in Bali Airport, and we're going to go over how last night I was on a plane, so I couldn't trade, but we're doing a bar replay of the market to see what I would have done. I've just gone straight back to the 9:30 mark, the 9:30 open, New York session, and I am playing it ahead, like it's actually happening. I'm not actually going to wait 5 minutes for a 5-minute candle, but I am going to be, reacting to the market as if it were market open. Now, before we get into this, browse the menu. I've been flying for 30 hours, and I'm probably slept. So, right off the bat, passes. Passes. Egg sandwich it is. Egg sandwich. Do I want a Coke or a latte? Because it is 4:30 in the morning. I get a Coke now and a latte before I board the plane. Ooh, I get a latte on the plane, not cash. Revolver just opened, so it's setting everything up. So I don't know if they're actually going to take my order anytime soon. But Jesus, I hope they do, because I'm starving. But let's get into the market, guys. Sorry for wasting 2 minutes of your time. As I said before, we've already got it set to the 9:30 mark. This is the 4-hour chart. We're going in here fresh-faced, and it just looks like, from what I can see, we've had a continuation from Tuesday's price action, which was us shitting the bed. This is the move that I called. On Tuesday. Or was it Wednesday? What's today? Okay, no. Okay. Alright, we've got it right. Okay, 4 hours. Let's real quick, we just analyze what we see. Starving, guys. Absolutely starving. So, we've had a continuation with this massive sell-off. One thing I'll just quickly line out now is obviously this liquidity sweep here. And then a break of structure, closing below this low that we input, and even this low and this low that we input. Super strong sell-off created this fair value gap. We came up, we filled it, we respected it ridiculously with this entire shitter. So bearish confluences have been absolutely getting validated, as we can see with the giant 4-hour fair value gap that we made from this. We barely come into the thing, and we continue to shit the bed. And another thing, saying that we've got all these bullish confluences getting touched into consolidate, touched into consolidate, touched into consolidate, touched into consolidate, invalidated. So bullish order flow has been absolutely thrown out the window, and we can see that once again. I didn't see this before with this bullish fair value gap that was absolutely significant. We've just run right through that, and we've come back up into it. So there's our high time frame confluence being hit. And leave that as a high time frame confluence. On the 1 hour, go more recent. We were bullish. Was there a point where we actually broke structure? technically this candle here does count right here. Okay, so the 1 hour was bullish, barely, but we took all this low resistance liquidity and shot up before that candle could close. We broke structure to the upside, so this means we are trading in the 15 minute. Again, these bearish fair value gaps have been getting respected like crazy. We've already got our high time frame confluence with the 4 hour inverse fair value gap that we touched into. So because we're bearish on 4 hour and bullish on the 1 hour, we're going to trade bearish in 15 minutes. And this is 9:15 before market open. We've already broken structure to the downside. So let me just go back to 1 hour. We have these lows, these lows, and these lows. Yeah. Okay, sorry, we got ahead of ourselves there. We already seen what happened on the 1 hour chart. We created some pretty relative equal lows. Oh shit. Yes, this was the 1 hour candle that broke structure to the upside. Okay, so what we're looking for, so this would have entered the 4 hour fair value gap, inverse fair value gap. Could also count this as a liquidity sweep from these highs, especially if we get a break structure to the downside. We'd want to close below this low that we just put in, 15 minute. We'll mark this as liquidity. And these are our potential take profits. Internal, and this is also internal, but we're going to do external, just because I rarely trade with more than 2 TPs. Okay. Is there more liquidity sweep? There was these over here. Okay, we've got a new low that we put in that we want to displace under for our liquidity sweep. For our break structure. Okay, there's our break structure right here. We could scale down to the 5 minute already. I just want to see what the next 15 minute candle does, just in case. Okay. We will go down to the 5 minute just to see if there was an entry we would have taken. Like this here for sure. This 5 minute fair value gap. Let's go back to this. Because we closed out bearish, I would have taken this. Absolutely, I would have taken this. But no other fair value gap. So this was our break structure. And once we break structure on the 15 minute, that's when we can go down to the 5 minutes. So let me just go back one candle because like I said, I would have taken this. Stops above the recent high. We will just do 1 TP at these equal lows because I wouldn't have entered 2 contracts, especially with my 50k account. It's almost 1% already. But we're just gonna see. Okay, we would have been stopped out, lost $500 already. And that's okay. That's okay. Okay, here we have a crazy reaction to the downside. So we're down 500. Yes, can I get a steak sandwich? Ooh. What are the options? Avocado bacon. Yes, please. Yeah, both. Both, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. And a Coke. Yes, please. No allergies. Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, the first meal of the day. Okay, so let's see what this fair value gap because um oh, this is looking beautiful. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we're down 430. We do have this fair value gap, but because we got stopped out already, I would want a reaction out of this fair value gap, and I wouldn't even want to think about this one because if we brush through this with ease, especially after filling this fair value gap here, because I've already been stopped out and I need to put on high risk at this point, I would need to be careful. I would need to be very careful. So, we want a reaction from this 5 minute fair value gap, and not to just absolutely dig through it and invalidate it. Perfect, perfect. I would have entered off a 1 minute break of structure, tap in, and there was no break of structure. So that is the 5 minute candle that closed out. Maybe one position stops the recent highs again, 487. 2% is the max I would risk. So I'm not going to add 2 contracts here. So I'm going to delete my final TP. Maybe. We'll just check the risk reward on this. Okay, so this is pretty much exactly a 2-to-1. Oh, it's exactly a 2-to-1. Okay, I would have had zero hesitation on this. If the trade performs and we do get another 1 minute fair value gap respect, thank you, I will scale in. I'll look to scale in. We just need to see if that's what we want to do. Yes. Thank you so much, bro. Yes, please, please. Thank you, bro. Cheers. Okay, so we had a ghost reaction. We are up exactly what we risked. This is a perfect 1-to-1. We want to see what the 1 minute wants to do. Okay, we've entered this 1 minute fair value gap. If we get a reaction out of this, which we did, we'd have to scale one more position in. And stops at these highs. See, now we're playing risk on, but we've just turned it from a 2-to-1 to quite a lot more because now we have 2 decisions, we have 2 TPs. And so we want to be very, very careful here. Right off the bat, trade's performing. Looks absolutely beautiful. We've got another minute fair value gap. We've actually got 3 in a row, which gives me a lot of hope. And we've tested the middle fair value gap without disrespecting the bottom one. And we've closed out This is... Okay, bang. We would have closed that one position. Shit, I wish I could actually see how much that would be, because 50% of this. Okay, we're losing 150 by closing out here, but that's okay. We would have bought back one contract. Hey, whoa, whoa. Why did that move my shit? Anyway, we're gonna put stops at break even. We're up 400 on the day, which is absolutely incredible from losing 400. I don't know why it moved my fill, but that's okay. I guess if we get stopped out break even, we get stopped out break even. We are up on the day. It is a green day. We're having a strong reaction from this TP, and okay, we're absolutely invalidating bullish order pull on the 1 minute, and we're consolidating. That's what's happening. Okay. Oh, I knowing me, I genuinely would have closed out within this week, just because I'm way too paranoid. I get too ticked like that, and right, okay, right off the bat, look at that, 2 TPs, a $430 loss to a $1,700 win. For the sake of theory, I want to see how this trade up here would have performed if I had stops above the highs. So we're going to go back to this. I am sorry, guys. He's entering off a 5-minute break of structure and a 5-minute fair value gap fill. 575. First TP being 1700. Okay, guys, from the bat, if we stuck with this trade, we would have made the same amount of money, because we would have 1750 is pretty much exactly what I won just from that one in profit. It was actually more than that, because obviously we recovered the losses. We got this fair value up here, and we had a reaction out of it. I remember we would have scaled, we would have added one contract here, would have moved our fill, and we would have moved our stops to these 1 minute highs. This is how crazy it is to like pull off an insane play. And this is from a $500 risk and $1,700 profit to a $200 risk and a $4,000 profit. And just if we took, we absolutely wouldn't. We wouldn't even dare. But if we took this 1 minute fair value gap entry, one more position of this, with stops above these highs, and closing out 2 positions here, because that's the majority, and that's TP1. We had a candle come down into it, but I want to see if there's a candle that closes around it. That's close enough. Okay, we would have bought back 2. Okay, I don't know why it adjusts my fill, but this is break even. This is break even here. So we have to just keep that in mind. But because we have to buy 2 contracts back, it's going to move my fill to there. And this is break even. So. But already we're up 265 on the day. We let market run. That's a 4,000 after closing majority of positions at TV1. To be able to trade like this on a funded or a live account is just absolutely criminal. So easy in bar replay because all emotion is gone. And I really need to treat my accounts like bar replay, honestly. Because if I can trade like this in the moment when seeing it, fuck me, man. Fuck me. Anyways, guys, appreciate you for watching, and love you more than life itself. Finally gonna drink my Coke. Ciao.